Welcome to the next level.
Hey everyone, this is 8-Bit Flashback, and we have an unboxing today. And what we have here is a Blue Mars S9000A retro portable gaming system. And I got this from Amazon.com, so if you're interested in getting one of these, I'll make sure to post a link down in the description. And I will be doing one giveaway for one of these Blue Mars S9000As. If you're interested in getting one of these, all you gotta do is leave a comment down below saying I'm interested, and here in about 2 weeks I'll pick a random comment from someone saying they're interested, and I'll let you know who the winner is by leaving a comment down below. And to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to have a United States address. Sorry guys. Okay, time to take a closer look. So it's got a 5-inch backlit screen, so it's got a pretty good sized screen on it. Then on the back we have a camera, and this is also where the speaker is located, on the right side. On the bottom you have an SD card slot, and then here on the right side is your power switch to turn it off and on. Then on the front here we have 10 different buttons, including your start and select, and then you also have that 3D pad. Plus you got 2 more buttons, the left and right trigger, that are located on the top. And we got a couple more things that are located on the top. You have your USB charging port, and we have 2 audio-visual outs. So either one of these ports could be used for headphones, or you can use one of these ports to hook it up to your TV. And there on the right side is your volume control. And to protect the screen, it does come pre-installed with a screen protector. All you gotta do is remove that white sticker. Let's see what else is in the box. We got our charging cable. That's a mini USB charging cable. We have a SD card adapter, so we can plug our micro card into there, and then plug the USB into our computer. Some headphones, and the user manual. And here's an original PSP 1000 so we can compare the two. And as you can see here, the style in the case is very similar to the original PSP, except for it's a little bit larger. It's about 1 inch wider and about 1/4 inch taller. And as far as cases go, the finish on the Blue Mars is quite a bit different. It's got a painted finish with small silver metallic flakes in it. Alright, it's time to go ahead and power this up and see what's going on inside it. So here's a look at the main menu, and it's got a handful of built-in games, and most of the games are Game Boy Advance games, with the exception of Super-Marv Brothers there in the corner. That's an original NES game. But the bulk of the games is located right here where this controller icon is. This is called the Game Center. So to select it, I'll press A, and that'll bring me to another menu where I can select classic games or games on demand. And the classic games are the ones that are pre-built in, and there's about 25 of those. And to navigate back out of a menu, all you gotta do is push the B button. That'll take us back to the previous menu. Now I'm gonna select Games on Demand, and then select External Memory. So external memory is the micro SD card that's already pre-installed. This is a 16 gigabyte card that has about 2,000 games on it. Alright, let's go ahead and start off with Game Boy Advance. And Game Boy Advance has 565 games. And from what I can see, none of these seem to be repeats. Alright, let's go ahead and try Batman out. So we have the option to load progress or restart the game. So we do have save state features. And I'll show you here in just a few how the save state works. And also I should mention, I wanted to show you the actual gameplay from the device, so I'm recording the gameplay with a camcorder, so the quality does look better in person. Alright, let's check out another Game Boy Advance game. Let's try some Double Dragon. And as far as sound quality goes, it's pretty decent. And again, I'm recording everything with a camcorder, and I'm about 1.5 feet away, so the sound is better in person. Now let's check out some Game Boy Color games, and there's 119 Game Boy Color games. Let's go ahead and try out Super-Marv Brothers Deluxe. So both Game Boy Advance games and Game Boy Color games seem to play pretty well. You can also play original Game Boy games, although there's none loaded on the micro SD card. If you want to save a game, you just push the select button, then go down to Save Game and push A. Now we can quit the game. Then when you want to play the game again, you just load it, and then go down to Load Progress. And that's going to load your save game. And that works the same way for all the games. Okay, let's check out some NES games, and there's a little over 1,600 games on the SD card. So let's go ahead and check out Super-Marv Brothers. And this is actually a hacked version of Super-Marv Brothers 1, and the gameplay seems to be pretty decent on this. Now let's try Super-Marv Brothers 3. And as you can hear, the emulation is running just a little bit fast, but it's still playable. And from what I can see, it seems to be a region thing. Some of the ROMs seem to play a little bit faster. But for testing purposes, I have a copy of Super-Marv Bros. 3 that's on my computer, so I transfer that to the SD card, and that one seemed to play at the right speed. So some of the games run just a little bit fast, and some run at normal speed. But there's 1,600 games to pick from, so there's plenty of fun to be had. Now it's time to try out some Super Nintendo or Super Famicom games, and there's 583 games. So let's try out Super Mario World, and this is a hacked version of Super Mario World. And I've tested quite a few ROMs for the Super Nintendo, and the emulation does run just a little bit fast, but it's plenty playable. And when I browse through the games, I don't see any duplicates, so the 583 games seems to be accurate. As far as the 3D pad goes, it does seem to work pretty decent, but I find myself just using the D-pad because that's what I'm used to. And as far as the rest of the buttons go, I don't really seem to have any issues with them. They seem to work well. There's also some Sega Genesis or Mega Drive games that are located in the bin folder, and there's 122 games. But the emulation for the Sega Genesis seems to run very slow, but hopefully they can fix this with an update in the near future. Some of the earlier games like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Golden Axe seem to play okay. But newer games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 seem to struggle. But there's still well over 2,000 Nintendo games to have fun with. Alright, let's take a look at the main menu again. And if we go to the right of the Game Center, we have the Music Hall where we can listen to MP3s. We have a Photo Center where we can view photos that we take with the camera. And we have a Cinema Center where we can watch MP4 movies. Let me go ahead and pull one up here I have saved on the SD card. And I got Disney, George of the Jungle. And this is about all I can play, otherwise I'll get flagged for copyright. And here's the Camera Center. We can take pictures here, or we can record video. And here's a quick test with the camera. And the resolution isn't super high, but this would be fun for the kids. Next we got the Tool Center. And inside here we have a calculator, a calendar, stopwatch, recorder, and library. That's where you can put ebooks if you have any. Then we have the browser. So this is a file browser where we can search through the files of your memory card or the internal memory. Then we got settings. And inside here at the top we have effects setting. And all this does is it changes how your pages transition. So right now it's set to cube, so it kind of looks like a 3D box when you switch pages. Next up is display, and inside here we can change the brightness of the backlight, and we can also change how long before the screensaver turns on. Then we have some power saving settings, and inside here we can change how long before the system shuts off when you're not using it. Then we also have a sleep timer. Then we can change the date and time, change the language. Then we have some TV out settings. So if you hook this up to your TV with the AV out cable, you can switch between PAL or NTSC. Then in your advanced settings, you can format your internal memory, which I do not recommend you do. You can format the external memory, that's the SD card. You can change the name of your system, and a few other things. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. And if you like unboxing videos, be sure to check out UnboxingChina. You can find him here on YouTube, and I'll make sure to put a link in the description. He has a lot of cool videos opening various different products. Check it out. And if you like this video, please click that like button, and if you want to hear more from me, please subscribe. And if you want to see more of my videos, just click any of these links.